We are in the phase 2 of the lockdown. In phase 1 of the lockdown, we took up certain challenges, we took up certain tasks to know ourselves better. What are we made up of? What are our fears? How do we react? And all that was primarily focused on what are you made up of. In the second phase of the lockdown, I would like to focus on learnings. Yes, we can learn from everything around us. We can learn from an animal that is there roaming around. We can learn from the people around us. We can learn from circumstances. We can learn from nature. We are learning a lot from this invisible creature called Corona. So, learning is limitless. We can learn from everything around us. Today, I would like to focus on the forest. I would like to focus on the wild. In the wild, nature can actually teach us a lot of things. If you ask me to stay at home, stay in a city, or probably just put a mat and lie down in a forest, I would happily choose the latter because I'm the most comfortable out there. The forest teaches us a lot of things. What are we going to learn from today? We're going to learn from the king himself, the king of the forests of South India, the tiger. Now, before I talk about what can we learn from a tiger, let's just look at certain facts about a tiger. This will be shocking for you. Fact number 1. Tigers on an average can weigh around 100 to 300 kgs of pure muscle. They can grow up to 8 to 10 feet in length. They can climb trees. They can swim across a river which is around 7 kilometers wide, or swim around 29 kilometers in a day. A tiger's claw is somewhere around 4 inches, which is somewhere of this size, 10 centimeters. A claw is 10 centimeters long. It can actually punch a hole in a buffalo skull. A tiger's teeth, especially the canine teeth, which is used to tear the flesh, is around 10 centimeters again. So imagine teeth of this size, canine of this size. In comparison to our face, we are nowhere matched to that. A tiger's bite force is somewhere around 1000 psi. I would not go into the technical details of that. What is 1000 psi in terms of relative understanding? If a human bites with the maximum strength, it will be recorded at 100 psi, which means a tiger bites at the force of 10 times that of the strongest human bite. A tiger, if it wants to slap you, just play with its paws. Its force can reach around 600 pounds, which means just a wave from a tiger's paw is enough to dislocate a buffalo's neck. It can jump vertically to around 12 to 15 feet. It can leap around 15 feet. It can accelerate from 0 to 70 in 4.5 seconds. And it can maintain a top speed of 65 kilometers per hour. That's how fast it is. A tiger's roar can actually paralyze an animal. Surprised? A tiger's roar sometimes can fall below 20 hertz, which is called as an infrasound. This is something that we cannot hear because humans cannot perceive it. A sound of this frequency can actually paralyze an animal. Tigers are masters of camouflage. They can just blend with the lantana that is there in the forest and hunt for prey. Lot of facts. Sounds like the tiger is the most powerful creature on earth, right? But let me tell you the other side of the story. The tiger's hunting success rate is just 10%, which means every 100 times it goes to catch a prey, it is only successful 10 times. 90% of the times it is not successful in spite of having all these features. What might be the reason for that? Reasons are many. Primary reason is that it is solitary. So tigers are solitary hunters. They don't go in a pack. A tiger just hunts individually. Two, a tiger relies on surprise attack, which means it just not go and barge into a herd of deer and catch somebody. It waits for the right opportunity. It relies on surprise attack. But most of the times, the surprises can be taken away by alarm calls. There are so many creatures in the wild which can actually indicate the presence of a tiger. A langur, a sambar, a munjak, also called as a barking deer, a cheetal or our common deer, all these give out alarm calls to indicate the presence of a tiger, indicating that it cannot rely on surprise attack anymore. Point is very simple. And there's one more reason. The strike distance, minimum strike distance for a tiger is around 50 feet, which means the distance between a tiger and the prey, the nearest prey, should be somewhere around 50 feet for the tiger to be successful in hunting this particular creature. What can we learn from a tiger? Point number one, we should understand that we alone as individuals cannot be very successful. We cannot achieve a lot of things in life. We need to rely on teamwork. India is doing an amazing job, remarkable job in containing the virus, thanks to the teamwork between the government, the hospitals, the doctors, the nurses, the policemen, the volunteers, and of course the common man. Without teamwork, we would not be so successful. Two, we need to know our limitations. A tiger knows its limitations. Beyond 50 feet, it knows it cannot outrun a cheetal. It has to maintain a distance of 50 feet. Power is not everything. Human beings earn for power. We always want power, fame, and everything. Power is not everything in life. You need to be smart as well. These are some things that we can learn from a tiger. Hope we put this into practice. Tomorrow, I'll come up with something else so that we can learn. Until tomorrow, stay home, stay safe. Prevention is better than cure.